Throwing on first down, it's Jackson being chased out left.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Jackson from the shotgun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers,
no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
90 is a mile. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
The 15-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Philip Lindsay on the carry.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now back to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run the ball.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's got some space here. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7. Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a
ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Philip Lindsey, 36 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Boswell to kick off for
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
14, Ravens nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
First down, Ravens.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Bring in the 2nd string.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Keenan Allen, 40 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Lindsey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Philip Lindsey, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, hey. Mike 34. What we got? Check Mike 34.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Let him know. 90 is a Mike.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Back to throw. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this will be caught by his big tight end Ebron for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Eric Ebron, 46 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
It is good.
And he puts it through.
It's the score, Steelers 38, Ravens nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, middle. You got three down. Let's go, hey.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson, he sets to fire deep. That's incomplete, nearly another pick, my goodness.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Down Baltimore.
He's coming. Check in. Check pass. Mike 34. Scoot. Hey, tight. You at X.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Tack McKinley, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Yeah. Slam. Cougar 19. 19 tight.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 28 yards. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 45, Ravens nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Steelers, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
To throw again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And
worry
all
about it.
the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens, they claw one back. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
It's a foot race. The 30. The 20.
Light, camera, action.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 87 yards. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking deep here for Ebron. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
He's going deep for Brown. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
13. I'm going to run you over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tack McKinley in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up a throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Check 43. 36. 36.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But it'll be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.